History is filled with giants, rulers who left their mark on the world, but few, if any, stand as tall as Alexander the Great. In just over a decade, this young Macedonian king carved out one of the largest empires the ancient world had ever seen. His armies marched from Greece to India, toppling the Persian Empire. He dreamed of a world where different cultures could blend together. He founded over 20 cities, many named Alexandria. Tutored by Aristotle, he possessed a mind as sharp as his sword. He led from the front, charging into battle with his elite cavalry. On a famous trip to the Siwa oasis in Egypt, the oracle proclaimed him the son of Zeus Ammon. This cemented his divine status, making him a living deity to many of his subjects. In 323 BC, at the peak of his power, Alexander fell ill in the opulent city of Babylon. He was only 32 years old. After days of fever and agony, the unconquerable conqueror was dead. His generals, known as the Diadochi, immediately began squabbling over the pieces of his kingdom. But amidst the chaos, one question became paramount: what would become of the body of Alexander the Great? The final journey of Alexander was about to begin. In Babylon, the preparations for Alexander's final journey were unlike anything the world had ever seen. His body was meticulously preserved by Egyptian embalmers, reportedly submerged in a golden sarcophagus filled with precious honey. This wasn't your average hearse, it was a rolling temple, a gilded marvel. One of his closest friends and most cunning generals, Ptolemy, had his own plans. Ptolemy had been given control of Egypt, a rich and ancient land. So, as the funeral cortege made its way from Babylon, Ptolemy intercepted it. He was stealing not just a body, but the very symbol of imperial power. Ptolemy rerouted the priceless cargo to Egypt. The first stop was Memphis, the ancient capital of the pharaohs. Here, Alexander was entombed with all the ceremony befitting a divine ruler. But Ptolemy had bigger plans. They were building a magnificent new capital, a city founded by Alexander himself, Alexandria. Alexander's body was on the move once again. In Alexandria, a grand tomb was constructed known as the Sema or Soma, which means the body in Greek. This wasn't just a burial site, it was the focal point of the city. The final journey was complete, or so it seemed. For centuries, the tomb of Alexander the Great in Alexandria was one of the wonders of the ancient world. It was more than a grave, it was a destination. Think of it as the ultimate ancient tourist attraction. People traveled from all corners of the known world. Julius Caesar made a famous pilgrimage around 48 BC. Legend says he wept. He accidentally broke off a piece of the nose. Augustus visited after he conquered Egypt. He placed a golden crown on its head. The original golden sarcophagus was reportedly melted down to pay troops. It was replaced with a sarcophagus made of glass or crystal. Visitors could actually see the preserved body. Caligula is said to have stolen Alexander's breastplate and worn it. The last recorded visit was by Caracalla in 215 AD. After that, references become less frequent and ambiguous. By the 4th century, the trail goes cold. John Chrysostom asked, "Tell me, where is the tomb of Alexander?" The world's most famous tomb had simply vanished from history. How does something so important, so monumental, just disappear? The disappearance of Alexander's tomb is one of the most baffling puzzles in archaeology. One of the leading culprits is nature itself. Alexandria is a coastal city. Over the centuries, it's been battered by earthquakes and tsunamis. A massive tsunami in 365 AD devastated the city, sending tidal waves far inland. The Sema could have sank beneath the waves, lost to the Mediterranean. War and civil unrest are another major possibility. Alexandria saw riots, uprisings. In the late 3rd century AD, Aurelian's forces sacked part of the city. With the rise of Christianity, pagan temples were seen as an affront. In 391 AD, a Christian mob destroyed the Serapeum. It's conceivable Alexander's tomb was deliberately destroyed during this fervor. A third theory is subtler. The tomb was simply lost to time. The tomb may have been stripped of treasures, repurposed, built over. Stones from the mausoleum might have been carted off to build walls and churches. This mystery is often compared to Genghis Khan's lost tomb. Like Alexander, Khan conquered the world, and like Alexander, his final resting place is unknown. His burial was kept secret, witnesses were executed. Different causes. One lost slowly, the other hidden deliberately. Same result. The allure is irresistible. The search for Alexander's tomb has never really stopped. For centuries, scholars, adventurers, archaeologists have been scouring Alexandria. The search is complicated by the fact that modern Alexandria is built directly on top of the ancient city. Many potential secrets likely lie buried under apartment blocks and office buildings. Underwater archaeology has become a major frontier. Teams of divers have been exploring Alexandria's harbor. They've found incredible things: statues, columns, sphinxes. While they haven't found the Sema, these finds prove much of the ancient city lies on the seabed. Other theories point away from Alexandria. One idea focuses on Siwa Oasis. In the 1990s, Greek archaeologist Liana Suvaltsi claimed to have found his tomb. Another theory says his body was mistaken for St. Mark's and smuggled to Venice. Finding the tomb would be more than spectacular. It would rewrite history. The body could provide incredible scientific data about his health, appearance, and mysterious death. For now, the mystery endures, fueling the imagination of historians and explorers worldwide. The hunt for Alexander's final resting place is a hunt for a lost piece of our story, a quest that continues today, and you can bet we'll be there when it's found.